Crab Champs, a game that falls under one of the best game genres out there, roguelike. Crab Champs is a fast-paced,
Oh my
snappy
god.
movement, high-octane third-person shooter, where you survive hordes of enemies ranging from crabs to giant ants. And after
Oh, I hear
completing each
footsteps.
level, you get a perk that helps you throughout the game. Like Crimson Haze. Whenever you pick it up, it makes
Oh,
it
it's
so
so
whenever you
good.
eliminate an enemy, they
I
leave a
want
pool of
it.
damage behind.
I'm killing things
So then
fairly
when
quick.
other enemies walk into it, they take damage.
Barely.
So now that you have some context to what Crab Champs is,
Should I
this is one of the
75%
nastiest builds I've ever done.
more.
75% off? Or 75%?
Yeah, 75%. 75% or more. If I read it correctly. Where is it? Wait, hold up. Let me read it first.
After completing an island, also known as levels, you get to pick a perk. You get presented with 3 items that can be classified under 3 different rarities, which ranges from common, epic, and legendary. Legendary being the hardest one to get out of the 3. I got pretty lucky off of the first island and managed to get an epic. Just look at what it does. Tasty Orange. Damage increased for every enemy eliminated on the island. Resets after every island. I know it resets after each island, but the sheer power you get from just getting a few elims in one island is crazy. As far as the actual amount of damage it increases by, it's 2%. And I know what you're saying, 2%? That's like the milk I drink. But 2% actually adds up. You'll see. Let's take into consideration how much damage we start off with. So it looks like each hit is about 5 damage, but later on, the scaling is going to go through the roof.
Okay, what the?
Dude, Tasty Orange is such a good perk.
See, by the end of this island, I'm already hitting for 7 damage, and that's only the beginning. A few more islands go by, and I don't really get any items that are of too much significance. We then find ourselves heading towards the shop. This little timeline thing shows you what you can expect from the next island. Each icon has their own meaning to it. These swords indicate defeating all enemies will end the island. These axes indicate a horde mode, which means you have to survive an X amount of time to complete the island. And the last one on this timeline indicates final boss. Then obviously the money bag means the shop. At the shop, you can spend crystals that you earn throughout the game on more perks. Nothing special really happens at the shop because I'm broke,
So bad.
as indicated by this counter right here. Where things get a little spicy is this next island. So, after completing an island and choosing what perk you want, you get presented with 2 options, and these options determine what your reward is at the end of the next island. This is where roguelikes give power to the players.
Oh, so
Sure, you won't
discounted that I
always
can
get
afford
what you
this
want,
too?
but you could shift the odds in your
That's
favor.
crazy.
Where the sauce comes in is this next island. So the 2 choices we get after the shop is skill chests or crit chests. Skill chests have perks that help out with your skills, like extra melee damage. And crit chests generally help your crit aspect of your character. And as far as what crit is, so on chance of hit, you have a chance to crit. And crit is increased damage. And there's also other perks that alter crits. You can also see for this crit chest, there's this thing called a challenge modifier on top of it. And this reads, enemies eliminated explode into random elemental damage areas. As far as the different elements go, I don't see there's really a point in me telling you every single element. So if it comes up later on, I will explain it. But for the sake of time and attention span, I'm not going to explain all of it. So if you decide to choose an island with a challenge modifier and you manage to complete the island with the modifier on it, you get an extra chest. So that's another 3 perks that you can choose one from. This is Crab Champ's way of introducing risk versus reward. So do I take this chance of losing the run for an extra chest? I say, like in life, the riskier path is always the more lively path. So let's get it going.
For both of us?
I think so.
Oh.
I saw 29 on there, unless I'm tripping, Zach.
No, it was 29 for me too. Ow! Wow.
Wait, what if we're both running that perk? Does our chances stack? I guess
I
it
don't
would,
know.
right? Because it would roll for both of us.
Theoretically.
But that doesn't mean it's 16% chance, right? Because it's an 8% chance
so.
for both of us.
Where's the last one? Oh, there he is. No, I'm not.
The first
gonna get a
item I
random
decided to
three
pick up
for-
is Sharpshooter, which increases my chances to crit. And this next item is the Jelly to Sharpshooter's Peanut Butter. Crit Arrow. On crit, shoot arrows at enemies. So I'm increasing my damage by increasing my crit chance. And those crits have increased damage from Crit Arrow. Now increased damage output means more eliminations. And remember Tasty Orange? Eliminating an enemy on the island increases the damage by 2%. So all this is just stacking onto each other. And this is where the build starts coming together. Just look at how satisfying this next island feels. So crit hits are indicated by red numbers, and anytime you see these red arrows flying in from above them, that's crit arrow.
Wait, I'm like insta-killing things. Wait, why can't I throw a nade? Oh my god, wait, oh my god, wait, oh my god.
Damn, dude.
Then Nathan and I find ourselves heading to another shop. I actually get some pretty decent perks from the shop. I picked up ghost ammo, which makes it so whenever I shoot, I have a chance to not consume any ammo. Then a few more crit chance upgrades, and another upgrade for my crit arrow. So whenever you get a duplicate in this game, it actually just increases the efficiency of that perk. So for this case, crit arrow deals more damage now. Then we get to the boss battle.
Let's melt this fucking boss.
Holy crap.
What the fuck?
Can you believe that? 5.21 seconds. It only took me and Nathan 5.21 seconds to defeat the first boss. Now you might be asking, is that it for the run? No, this is only the beginning. After defeating a boss, you get presented with 3 different chests. An epic chest, which has any perk that falls under the epic rarity. A key chest, which contains keys, and keys are the meta currency for crab champs. Meta currency is a currency you keep after the run. They help you unlock new perks and new weapons. And last but not least, you have the health chest. And the health chest contains hearts or armor. Armor gives you more armor, and hearts heals you and increases your max health. So we got our items. What happens now?
So you can just keep spamming your nade, and then if there's a mushroom,
Shoot it.
now you're playing another game.
Yep, that's right. A new biome where we're doing exactly the same thing we did in the first biome. But this time, there's blue crabs that can freeze you. The first few islands of this biome weren't too significant until Island 13 happens. In Island 13, this is where my build is really coming together. Just keep an eye out on how much damage I'm dealing at the beginning compared to the end.
Follow me, or go that way. Jesus, there's so many of them coming at me.
There's so many.
That was
I
not
think
bad.
I killed most of the.
So I start off hitting for 10 damage without critting, and end the island doing 16 damage without critting. That's a jump of 60% in damage, and we're not even halfway through the run yet. A few more islands go by and I don't get anything super significant until we get to Island 15, which is another shop. I got this trusty perk called Checklist. And what Checklist does is, for every 15 eliminations you do, damage increase by 1%. But this time, unlike Tasty Orange, Checklist is permanent. So to recap a little bit, we have Tasty Orange that increases our damage by 2% for every elimination we get on an island. But the thing is, it resets after each island. But now we have Checklist. So for every 15 eliminations, we increase our damage permanently by 1%. And this is just all stacking on top of each other. So the damage increase for each enemy just in turn gives me more eliminations. And those eliminations stack up on my permanent bonus. So now we're just getting in from island and island, and our damage is only going up. Let's get a little glimpse of what this looks like in this next island.
It seems like parkours are less common now.
I'm not sure, man.
Oh my god.
So we're getting to the point where we're just shredding everything we hit now. Fast forward to Island 19, the shot before the boss of this biome. I managed to pick up Link Shot, which makes my shots have a chance to spread into links that deal more damage. So now I have ways to manage crowds more. Then we get to the boss of this biome, and this happens.
Clip size increase.
I feel like I can shred this guy. Oh, not yet.
Oh my god! Ow, I'm frozen.
Link shot. Wait, checklist again. I get another checklist.
So we end up getting another checklist from this boss battle. And what that does is it increases my damage by 2% every 15 eliminations rather than 1%. And that's double the efficiency just from one upgrade. So then we find ourselves going to the last biome. And this last biome happens to be Hell. The main gimmick of this biome is there's lava rather than water, and when you step in the water, you start taking burn damage. So let's see how this next island plays out just to see how strong we are right now.
Double it.
That'd be a little greedy. Oh, ow. Where are they? Over there?
They're just dying right away.
So it looks like the shred rate that we're at right now is to the point where we're killing them before they can even spawn. I managed to get another tasty orange after this island, which is really crazy because the amount it upgrades it by is double. So rather than getting 2% per elimination, I'm now getting 4% extra damage per elimination. But remember, this is tasty orange we're talking about, so this one resets. The next few islands go by, nothing crazy really happens, but Island 24 really shows off how crazy the damage can get.
I didn't even forget to vote. Oh, fuck.
Okay, now I'm getting a 4% increase, damage increase every elim. And I'm getting a 2% increase for every 15 elims.
Christ, Rick.
I think I got the formula for this game down.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
You just need a couple
Or I guess could have? I don't know, past tense me got it down. This next shop is where things get really spicy. You know I said there's 3 rarities? Well, I was actually lying. Don't get mad at me though. This was for a surprise factor. The other rarity is known as the Greed rarity. Greed perks usually give you a buff and also a hindrance. Is this hindrance and buff equal value? Well, at the end of the day, that's really dependent on the player. So we end up getting presented this greed perk called Up the Ante, which greatly increases our damage, but also makes more enemies spawn. So if anything, this perk really helps us out because now we're stacking even more tasty orange and checklists because more enemies are spawning, and our damage is also increased from the greed perk. At this point, our build is basically looking like it's done. Island 28, the last combat island before the final boss, is where we can see everything come together.
Hordes. Does the horde spiked? That's... Wait, what the... Wait, what the heck?
Oh, assassin proc.
Oh my god, I'm taking so much damage.
Wait, do you have a lot of enemies near you?
I do.
Cool, let me get the kills. Oh my god, dude.
I kill a lot with my nades though. My nade build's kind of coming together.
Now everything is truly dropping like flies. So now we have to take this last pit stop to the shop before we fight the final boss. No big purchases really happen at the shop, so we can kind of just fast forward to the boss fight.
Let's see how crazy I can get this build. Cause it's like infinite stacking, right?
Holy. Oh, I'm on fire. Oh, I'm so low. I'm actually so low.
Oh my god, I might
I'm
die.
dead.
No way. No way. No.
What? Just because it's a nutty build doesn't mean that we automatically win. Maybe it was my reckless gameplay, my teammate. It was a joke, Nathan, I promise. Everyone in the comments, tell Nathan it was a joke, please. Or my cockiness that ended up losing us the game. So that's it for my first ever game commentary on Crab Champs. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Remember, I get all this content from my stream over on Twitch at twitch.tv/freshflip19. So that's it for this week's video. I'll see y'all next week.